Diaries, yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the channel. We are here with Spur of the moment. It's only right that we come back with the show this Friday because, hey, it's been a big week. As we know, Europa League final. There's potentially some Spurs armpits, and it's not Elijah's, even though he's got them out. It will be some Tottenham armpits next week. We are hoping. But look, people, before we get into anything to do with Spurs, Aston Villa, the Europa League final, make sure you smash a like button on this video on your way in. It don't take a second. It doesn't cost you a thing. Smash the like button, but also make sure you subscribe to the boy E, man. Elijah just hit 1K maybe 2 weeks ago now. So look, on the road to 2K, along with me. It's a long road. I'm gonna tell you that, bro. It's a long damn road, but we're getting there. So make sure you show your support. Make sure you subscribe to E, subscribe to me, and yeah, man, help the boys get to 2K. But E, bro, how are you feeling, man?
I'm all right, man. Obviously, I've seen a lot of previews drop in. I've seen a lot of streams. I've seen a lot of verbal from both United and Tottenham sides. So we're just getting ready, fam. There'll be a lot of clips. There's going to be a lot of videos dropped after this game. Man, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. The content will be there, fam, 100%.
The content is going to be there, and I can't even lie, people. This is why you need to look out for the channel, because I'm in content mode right now. And the thing is, I think E could tell you, when you're in you get into a zone, you have a week or 2 weeks where you're just out of it, yeah? You're not even in the mood to even make content. You just want to chill. Your life is lifing. That's the best way to say it. Life is really lifing. But when you're in the zone of content, you can get video after video after video after. And the fans, people like you just need to take it in and enjoy it for the moment. So I generally have loads of videos dropping pretty much every day. So make sure you get make sure you just keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. Even Elijah has been diversifying, giving you guys breakdowns on Usagi Yoichi and some of these other anime characters, because hey, there was a certain one, a little Thorfinn, that might be available next week. He's working his way back. The Viking is really trying to put on the steel armor and find his way back to that final. But there's no better place to start than today. Aston Villa. Spurs are playing on a Friday night. Game before Europa League. I guess the question is, does this game matter? Does it matter? Does it mean anything to you?
I mean, I'm still debating whether I should go live. I'll be so real. Part of me, so you know what, attendance, clock in, the players have to clock in. I might as well clock in as well. But at the same time, do I feel like watching us lose to Aston Villa? I don't really feel like doing that. Like, that's not really on my Friday schedule. I'm not working for the first Friday in about 5 years. So I really want to enjoy it. I don't want to like get the day off to watch us lose to Aston Villa, innit? I don't want to. I don't want to see a midfield of Basuma, Bentancur, and Sarr. I don't want to, bro. But I might not have a choice. I'll be real. It matters to the players, I guess. But in the grand scheme of things now, like, we've hit the big 20 in the Premier League, 20 losses. So what's the difference between 20 and 21?
We hit the big 20. I'm thinking like, bro, we don't support Liverpool. The big 20 is they've hit 20 Premier League title. Man said we hit the big 20 and 20 fucking L's, bro. We hit 20 L's this season, bro. Like,
yeah,
I'll be real. Did you ever think that this would be a possibility in your lifetime as a Spurs fan? Like, I didn't even think that I would ever see Spurs this bad. 20 L's.
Not this early, considering 5 years ago where we were, or 6 years ago where we were.
Champions League final.
Champions League final. It was a bad season by our metric, or how the last few years of Poch had went. And we still made a final of the competition. So I didn't think we'd have to take 20 plus losses in all comps just to reach another European final. But yeah, long day, man. But what's the difference between 20 and 21 losses, man? It don't mean much. We're here for the win when it matters, man.
Yeah, it really don't mean much at this point. I think, look, we are still on the road to 40 points, which is crazy. Like, Spurs need to win one of their last games just to make sure we can hit 40 points for the season. 17th place is pretty much all but confirmed for us. We may get 16th if we finish above Man United, which, again, doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things, because we're both playing in final. As you can see in the top, we both got bigger fish to fry. So I don't think either of us are going to care about where we finish in the league in that sense. But going into this game, and just pretty much said, reflective of what you've said there, is that he's very wary, and it seems like he's got PTSD from this season, all the injuries that we've had. And I think Luke said on think it was Luke on the previous show, or maybe Ash, one of them, about how all of our players have been missing this season, barring Pedro Porro, for at least 25-30% of the year. So I think he's getting to the point of where at this last 2 games, he doesn't want to take any risks. He just wants to get to that Europa League final with the best team possible, because in every game leading into this one right now, we've picked up an injury. Crystal Palace was Kulusevski. The game before that was Bodo Glimt's second leg. We didn't pick up any in Bodo Glimt's second leg, but the game prior to that on the weekend, which was Crystal Palace. Was that the game? Was that the game before Palace? The game before Palace, someone else got injured. I remember. Let me quickly check. Tottenham.
I know the one. I think Bodo was the last game Maddison played.
I know Madders got injured that game against Bodo. So did Solanke pick up a small injury. Oh, the West Ham game. I don't think anyone did pick up an injury against West Ham.
Nah, no one got injured.
Was that Bodo Glimt game? Though Bodo Glimt games, the Frankfurt games, Nottingham Forest games, like we had injuries pretty much picked up in every single one leading into that. So it's been a bit of a mess. And I think how we've got to look at this is we've got no creative midfielders. Now, there is solutions, and Ange needs to think of how he can present these solutions, because Bergvall is working hard to get back. But I don't think, and me personally, I don't want to risk Bergvall unless it's for like 20 minutes in the final. Don't want to risk starting him. You can't have a player coming back from injury, playing him straight away in the final. It's just not a good look. But he did mention another player, you know, the guy I like to call our very own BF, Bruno Fernandes, the grenade launcher himself, man like Pedro Porro. Now, in his press conference, he mentioned how we're still working on solutions, and he won't rule out Pedro Porro potentially playing in the 10. What do you think of that? Because he might try it out today. He might experiment. And when, just taking off our like football brains where we're focusing on he's a right back or he can't play 10. He's our best passer, our best crosser. And when you talk about, ability to shoot from far, from the players that we've got left over, he's probably the only one that has the confidence to do so. So what do you think about that potential move of Pedro Porro going into that 10 for the final, or, experimenting in this game tonight?
I'm not completely mad at it. I'd rather he be in the 10 than like a Mikey Moore, for example, because whenever Mikey started, he hasn't played well. And the man's 17, like he hasn't been playing consistently anyway. Then to throw him in the Europa League final is a big up touchline in it. But throwing him in the Europa League final would be insane. But in terms of Porro in the 10, you know what it is? Because he's the best crosser that we have, having him at right back, even though the defensive work is crazy, I'll be real. But we might not have another option. That's the only problem. If Bergvall comes back, then we can say something in it. But we might not have another option. Like, I wouldn't really mind Spence and Udogie as the fullbacks. I'll be so real. It's not like having Porro in the 10 means we're terrible at right back now. We have a better defensive player in Spence. We'll be better defensive. Udogie's been pretty good in the Europa League anyway. Obviously, this will basically be like a Premier League game, but Udogie's been pretty decent as well. So at this point, fuck it, why not? Like Porro, one thing we'll say about Porro is that he doesn't lack confidence. You know what I'm saying? He will just, he scored the goal against Frankfurt to make it 1-1 at home, the little flick behind the back and that. So you know what? Fuck it. I don't mind. We don't have a midfielder, so I don't mind.
You also got that goal against Bodo, which some may say a cross, some may say it was a shot in it. Like Pedro Porro is, whether you like it or not, he's a guy that's always involved in the key actions for Spurs going forward. Now, you did make a good point that like Jed Spence and Udogie, I don't think that's bad fullback options. I think that actually potentially works out better for us, as Jed Spence is stronger defensively than Pedro Porro. He'll be, especially on the right-hand side, I feel like he'll have a better matchup against Garnacho than Pedro Porro will. But if we are going to experiment it, it does need to be tried out before the final. I think this could be a game to try it out. Now, Jay did bring something up in here saying, I think the awareness needed to play the 10 is different. And I totally get your point. Playing in the middle of the park, you're surrounded by players. You don't just need to run up and down the wing. But Pedro Porro has been pretty much experimented in central midfield all season. He's played inverted. He's pretty much been one of the cams, because when you look at Spurs' formation, our further forward players, you tend to see Udogie next to Madders, and then Pedro Porro as like a free behind the strikers and the wingers. So when I'm looking at it, like he's already picked up the ball in these positions. He's used to playing it around in these positions for Spurs. Maybe try it out tonight. Maybe see what that could do, because you never know. We've seen Eddie Howe convert Joe Linton from a striker into one of the better centre mids in the Premier League. Now, I'm not saying Pedro Porro can, for a long-term solution, be converted into a cam, but he has the technical attributes to play that role. And also, I just think we don't have any other players of his creativity level or again, it's the confidence for Pedro Porro. Like I said, I don't think players in our team have the arrogance or confidence that he has and the belief in himself to make some of the passes, to shoot some of the times that he does. So with regards to playing in 10, if it's a toss-up between him and Sarr, I'm going pro. Give me Pedro Porro, because Sarr going forward, it remains
his positioning. Sarr's positioning is one of the best in the team going forward, which is what pisses me off so much, because he's always in the right spot, but he can't shoot. He can never shoot. For like the Man City game where we lost 1-0 at home, last second of the game is Sarr, right? Open goal. Well, not open goal, but he's one-on-one, no defenders around him, blazes it over. Against Wolves, it's the same thing. For some reason, his long-range shooting is better than his shooting right in front of the goal. I don't get it. So, yeah, I'd rather Porro than Sarr as well, definitely. You know, at this point, he's probably the only thing we got left in it. So hopefully something can happen. And maybe a formation change might have to be in there as well. Maybe like a 4-2-3-1 with a Porro in the 10, just so we have a bit more stabilizing in the midfield. I don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, Porro in the 10, it might have to be, bro.
No, Porro, it presents a decent option in it. The only other options we have in the 10 is Odobert played in the 10 very slightly for Burnley, but I don't know if his attributes are good enough for him to be in the 10. From what I've seen of him, he's good at running at players. He's good at doing in the 1v1, in the tight spaces with the dribble, but he doesn't necessarily look like a smart player in the final third. So when it comes to picking out the right options of the shot or the cross or the pass, I don't think he's going to do that. And we need clinical players. We need players that are going to make the right decisions into that final. But I suppose in this game against Villa, just bringing it back to here, what do you expect to see from the lineup? Is there any changes you want to see or any experiments you're looking to see? Or you're just like, look, we just need to avoid playing our most important players in this game so they can be saved for the final?
I'm leaning more towards the latter, only because Kulu got injured last game. Like, it was a meaningless game against Palace. We were just playing him just like to get his match fitness up, which is why I'm not really too mad at Ange for playing Kulu, because we knew going into the game that he had to get some minutes. It's just unfortunate that he got injured in it. But because of that, and now our only other creative midfielder is out, yeah, at this point, just don't even, like, just stop the bleeding now, innit? It's one of them ones. Just play second team. Don't let anyone else get injured. Anyone that's going to be featuring in the final, and let's just get to Man United, man.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I think we just need to get to that final. Let's make it there. Maybe do a few experiments today. Maybe try an Odobert in the 10. Maybe try someone else out on the wing. Just try something that could potentially present a new solution in the final that Manchester United aren't going to be prepared for. Maybe someone who off the bench we could use, you know, in a new position. Just something like that, so we have other solutions. But just looking at Aston Villa a bit, because I think the key part about this game is Aston Villa are still playing for something. They're still fighting for Champions League football. They're currently sitting 7th in the table, or 6th in the table with 63 points. But if they win tonight, this puts them level on points with Newcastle. They're going to be in a very strong position back into that top 4. And then their game next week is against Manchester United. Just looking at Aston Villa, do you think with all of this motivation that they got to play, that this game is fairly simple one and they're going to blow us away? Because let's have it right, Aston Villa have been a very good team this season. Did they beat us in the other game? I'm pretty sure they beat us in the other hand of this side of this game.
They beat us in a cup, but did they beat us? No, we beat them at home. We beat them 4-1 at home.
Is it 4-1 this season? Because I remember we slapped. Yes, you're right. We slapped
them 4-1 at home. Then they beat us in the FA Cup. So
yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yes. Now it'll be standard for Villa though, because I mean we're going to be rotating. You know, it's not like we're going to go there and do a madness in it. So It'll be a standard victory for Villa. I won't be too mad at it, but they're gonna play their strongest team in it, and we're not. It's that simple. We can't either way because 3 of our best midfielders are injured, so we can't play our strongest team regardless. So they'll rock up with their starting team, and they'll do the job in it. Not that deep.
Okay. Yeah. That's. I mean, them doing their job. When I look back at that Carabao Cup game, or sorry, the FA Cup game where they knocked us out, that game could have been 4 or 5. I've got a feeling that this game is going to go very similar to that one, as in we play a weakened team. The team's not going to be ready to perform, and Aston Villa are just going to blow us away. I think they could score a few goals here. And then once they get a few goals, they're just going to sit back and defend their lead, because in their last couple of games, they've been very wary of their opponents and just making sure that they walk away with the 3 points. So I'm not looking at Spurs in this game and saying, although prior to Andrew's press conference, I thought we might go with a stronger team to prepare for the final. I don't think I'm looking at Spurs to walk away with anything tonight. And I ain't got much confidence. I really haven't got much confidence. I think Spurs are well on their way to 21 defeats, which is going to be the most. I need to keep saying this is going to be the most of any team to not get relegated, equaling West Brom in whatever year they done it, which is crazy. I must see it in the chat. Yeah. Hey, is this one of your burner accounts?
Nah, it's not mine, bro. Hey, nah, he's been around, fam. I genuinely thought he was a troll, fam. I thought he was an NPC the first time I ever saw him. He's actually a real person.
Crazy. Henry Pong TV. This is
bro.
madness.
I seen him on Sava's stream, bro. That's the first time I saw him. I was like, yo,
Henry
is this an NPC, fam?
I think I might be seeing Henry this weekend. So if I see Henry, I'm doing a shoot.
With all these NPC accounts, all these Donna Collins, bro, all these Ashleys, you know what I'm saying? All these random ass NPCs out here, bro. I just thought he was another one, but yeah, fam, he's a real person, fam.
Shout out to Henry, man. Clearly he knows his stuff. This is the team that he's gone with for this game today. Kinski, Spence, Dansol Davies, Regulon, Gray, Olusesi, and then Odebert, Moore, Tell, and a J up top. I think you've gone way too young here, probably, but I get your point. You obviously want to play every player that's not going to be involved in the final. So I get your point. I get what you tried to do there. Not something a team that I would go with, but very similar. I would probably change a few players from that midfield going forward. Probably the midfield and the forward line. I think I'd play Solanke because I think Solanke just needs to play. Richarlison. I'd throw Richarlison in the night. Maybe bring Solanke on off the bench. This definitely burner. There's definitely a burner because how we
this thing is crazy. This thing is crazy. This thing is crazy, bro. When I first saw this, bro, I was dying. I saw this on Jay's channel, bro. I was fucking dying, bro. And I saw it, I was like, yo,
bro, this is. Hey, you gotta kill me, bro. This picture's too funny. This is John. I feel like this is John, bro.
Big
up EJ, bro. Big up EJ, innit? Lou, man, Durag Diaries Fan TV. Big up Lou, man. The Villa fan has come in. I would advise you guys, or advise you to not play a strong team because in the last 4 games we've met, you've averaged 1 to 2 players going off injured. Yes, that's a great point. I'm glad you put that off. Well. Matty Pennies is what I call him, Matty Pennies, because he ain't got no cash. Yeah, he ain't worth shit. Yeah, this guy, I want to see him today, and I hope one of the youngsters take one for the team. I don't mind if we get a red card. Take one for the team and get this guy's ankles. Send him to the first class A&E, bro. I hate this player. He injured Bentancur. I'm pretty sure he injured someone else as well. He's just out there cleaning Spurs players out. But you are right. We do always tend to have injuries in this game. Elijah got his welcome to the YouTube moment, editing faces and that.
Bro, you see John, bro. Man's he's making edits of me and Jay and Mike's and us, with the friends in it. You know, the TV show and that.
Yeah.
He's got the theme song playing in the background and our clips and shit.
I need to see that. I know. Jay did send me a clip of that. Someone gave him a new. It was like Pornhub.
That was Jun. Yeah. Yeah.
John, where's my ones? I need to see what you're gonna do for me. Please put something together because it will be funny to watch. I was telling Jay that's got to be his new outro, bro. That's got to be his new outro.
Yeah, that's every stream he does now. He plays it as his intro and his outro now. Every
that's
time,
a funny one. But bringing it back to football, bringing it back to the world of football, yeah, because like we said, Spurs do have bigger fish to fry. But before we get into that Europa League final stuff, like we said, injuries. Who do you think's the biggest miss going into this final? Because I know all year, going back to probably, I think November, December, me and E have been clashing on these creative midfielder spark. Kulu, Madders, Bergvall. Yeah, I've obviously been backing my Swedish boys, the Vikings, but Malai E's been doing up. It's his namesake.
Doing up chips and curry settings.
Been doing up EDO settings. Yeah, holding up the hand. Yeah, fighting for England. Yeah, this is our nation.
England. Obviously, I'm gonna say Maddison, obviously, but that's not to diminish Bergvall and Kulu, because especially obviously Kulu started the season, and then Bergvall towards the end of the season have both been very important players, in it. Big up Dean, in it. So so they've all been important in spurts, in it. So that's not to diminish any of them. The one I'm more upset about though is Kulu, because Maddison and Bergvall is like, we knew they were going to be out, in it. But for Kulu to be our savior, basically, or our lifeline, and then he gets injured in a nothing game, it's like that's the one that hurts the most for me, because Kulu, it's not like Kulu shies away against the Manchester clubs, in it. He's right in the mix, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing. He'd be sourcing. So the Bergvall one, I've heard, obviously, Bergvall he's trying to come back. And if we do have Bergvall, that's going to be a big help in the midfield, where there's no creativity to the point where we're discussing putting Porro in the 10. To have someone like Bergvall who can come back, even if it's for one half, will be a big help, in it. But obviously, you're asking me, and I'm biased. So in my opinion, Maddison will be the biggest miss, but the one that hurts the most for the fan base should be Kulusevski. He really should.
Yeah, man. Look, I do agree to some sense that Madders is going to be a big miss. I think going into this final, if you're looking at, take Bergvall out of the equation, because I think Bergvall's played a different position to the two. And also, I just think that his role hasn't always been our main creator. He's sort of just been sort of in between the lines, be it filling that role in the 8 to get the ball to the creators. When I'm looking at either Kulu or Madders, I'd agree in saying Madders has definitely been in the better form going into this game. I think the goal that he scored against Frankfurt was class. He's had some decent performances against Frankfurt, and then Bodo Glimt and AZ Alkmaar the second leg. He seemed like in the Europa League, he really started to get, I was getting onto him, doing the PR Madders before the game, doing up talk outside, like doing every single interview. Man, they saw I was cornering him. I was going, bro, you best turn up. And to give it to him, he did turn up. He turned up in that game. And after that, it felt like Madders, this was going to be a big, big opportunity for him to really prove, I suppose, the doubters wrong in myself, that he can lead Spurs to something special. So I do think it's unfortunate that Madders is missing, because I was looking forward to this moment. I like to be proven wrong, people. Everyone thinks that I'm not one of these guys that are wrong and strong and I want to be right even if it's going to affect my team. Nah, I'd rather Madders be a better player. And I always sit here and say, bro, I was chatting shit all season. I don't know what I'm on about, because clearly Madders is a real player and he's doing his thing. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see that. And it's a huge miss for us, I think. Yeah, Kulusevski, on the other hand, he's been a player that I've been very consistent in saying that I don't think he was ready to come back when he did come back anyway. His performances just looked a bit leggy. He didn't seem to have the power. Did you see there was that moment in the last game against Bodo Glimt, yeah? Because you're doing the watch long as well. Yeah. He was running for the ball, and then their centre-back was running. He blew him up. Paul was like, bro, outpaced him by far, innit? Like there was lengths. Yeah. And when I saw that, I was like, no, there's something wrong with Kulu. Kulu is not the same. There's definitely, from that moment, I was like, nah, he's not the same, because I've seen Kulu run. We've seen him take players on down the wing. And when it comes to open spaces, that's where you start to see Kulu actually pick up some pace. Like, he's a taller player, so tends to get the long legs, long strides. But in that moment, I was watching, I was like, yo, what's going on with my boy? Like, he's not the same. And to be fair, all the games that he played since come back from injury, I don't think Kulu's had one good game. I generally don't
He
think that
hasn't.
Kulu has had one good performance, and that's not me slighting him, because I do think that, again, the injuries playing a big part to that, but he's not been good enough. So even if he was available for the final and it was a choice between him and Maddison, I'm not gonna lie, I would have chose Maddison at this moment in time, because you got to go with the players that are in form. You can't go with the players that you know your favoritism. Because look, Spurs, we all know too well, when you choose a player when they come back from injury into a final, like Harry Kane, it doesn't work out all the time. They don't have good performances. So you got to lean on the players that have actually been there throughout all of the games leading into it. So no doubt about that. But talking about Bergvall, yeah, bringing it back to him, do you think it's worth the risk starting him if Bergvall does become available? Because that's one player they've not said is out for the whole season. They've just not confirming it. They're sort of just leaving it. He's working hard to come back because it was a slight injury. Do you think if he's available, he has to start?
No, he has to come on. But the problem with Ange is that sometimes he makes subs like in the 70th minute. It's like, bro, you gotta bring someone on earlier than that.
Yeah.
You know, like if I'd rather bring Bergvall on start the second half, in it. That's what I would do personally. Because same thing with Son in it. Like, I'd rather bring him on start the second half. Like, if we start with our 11 and then we bring on Son and Bergvall to come onto the pitch for the second half, I think not only does it give the team a boost in general, but like Son, he has more energy to expend in the second half. And I'm assuming obviously the game will go extra time, but assuming it only plays for the 90 minutes, I'd rather them use up all their energy in that 45, innit? Because then you're gonna have months off after that, innit? So you're gonna have time off after that. Bro, if you don't even want to play the rest of the games after that Europa League, don't even play, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sit out. What's 24 losses, bro? We don't care, fam. 24, 23, I don't care. I'll be real. The finals all that matters. If Bergvall says he can play him, just play him for the second half, innit? That's what I would say. I don't want to start them though, because if they run out of energy and then you don't want to take them off because of they could do something. Because that's what it is with Son, innit? He has that moment where he could do something. And it's like, obviously you want him to be on the pitch. If the ball lands to our left winger, you want him to be on the pitch. But if we start both of them and then by the second half, by like the 50th minute, they're gassed out and then we got to take them off. It's like, when's the chance most likely to come? It's most likely to come 70th, 80th minute where everyone's kind of tired, the legs are kind of gone, people are more prone to making mistakes. I'd rather they have more energy than their defenders at that point. So I'd rather just start them second half and let United run themselves down, man.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, one thing that's been consistent with Angel all season that is making substitutions too late, bro. And I don't know what it is. It's like what you said there. He waits till the 70th minute. There's 20 minutes to go, 15 minutes to go, and he's making 2 or 3 subs. And it's like, bro, you should have made this at a 55 minute. The way I see it, yeah, someone like looking at a game, whenever I've played football and manager, whatever, I wait 55th minute. I think that 50, if you don't see a change in your team and the attitude and the approach 10 minutes after halftime, make a sub. Because that's more than enough time to see if the team's setting up the right way, if they've got the attitude to go out there and get it done, and where the momentum is shifting. If you're pushing on and you've got good momentum, then you're like, all right, wait another 5 minutes, 60th minute, we'll make a change. But if you're seeing that 10 minutes into that half, you've not seen no change, you've not seen players step up, you're not seeing a certain player put the right amount of work in, make that change earlier, man. Especially in a final game like this, because for one, I don't want it to go to extra time. Definitely don't want it to go to extra time. Don't want penalties.
No chance.
I don't want to have heart attacks. Like, I don't want to be watching the game, heart going 1,000 like BPM, yeah, because we got a penalty shootout. Don't want that. Just get the job done. And also, I don't think Spurs have a good penalty shootout record. I remember getting knocked out against Sevilla in Europa League 09 or sometime around that, 07, 08, 09, one of those. I remember getting knocked out in like a quarterfinal.
You know, United just have better penalty takers. That's why Spurs don't have great penalty takers, especially with Maddison being out. You'll have Solanke up there, and then
it'll be
after
Solanke, Son, Tell.
Son is not even a good penalty taker. He goes bottom left every time.
All the time.
All he does is go bottom left.
I don't even know. They've got even Maguire's good at penalties, bro. Man,
yeah, like United they just have better penalty takers in it. So if it goes to penalty shootout, we're probably gonna lose in it. I'd rather just get done in the 90 and we just bring it home in it. But
That's what we hope, man. No,
Yeah,
we got to get the job done, boys. We've got to get the job done. But Ryan G, Andrew's already said Bergval's out. Did not. I don't think he's actually confirmed him out for the final. And also, I think it's a little bit of mind games, isn't it? I think with some of the players, like you've seen, when a player's been confirmed out, like Kulu, who's had surgery, Tottenham posted it. Kulu's going to be out for the rest of the season. Mad has posted it, going to be out for the rest of the season. Bergval didn't necessarily, I don't think, post anything to say like, oh, thank you for the season. And also that picture of him with all the awards, because he won the One Hotspur Junior, the One Hotspur thing, the membership awards for all Tottenham. He's wearing training gear. So I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but he looks like a man that could be available and is still in training right now. Doesn't look like a man that's going to be out. So hey, we can see about that. 1984 went into the final without Hodds and still won. So fingers crossed. All right, Paul, we can only hope. We can only hope in it that we do it this time, because we're missing a lot of players. Clearly, look, we got the trolls doing their thing, because now they've made one of me, Dr. Durag. And if you're
I didn't even realize that was you, you know. That's insane. I didn't read my man's name in it. I was just looking at the thing like, what Bandulu is that, bro? I said it's Jords.
I know he's violated. Is he trying to do the Dr. Eggman thing? He's trying to do the Dr. Eggman from Sonic. Man, seeing this mustache, I'm looking crazy, bro.
Hey, you man said Dr. Eggman and that.
He's even mad. Man done the Dr. Eggman thing. Man got this tiny little mustache, the Italian thing, bro. Don't kill me, bro. And mind games. Aye, these guys were on mind games, bro. Absolute mind games. Big up Jords and Elijah. Daniel, you already know it. It's big up to you, man. I think Bergval is definitely out in it. I don't know. We're waiting for that confirmation. But we gave Bergval injections because we are on our knees. Yeah, no doubt about that. We're definitely on our knees.
Them man.
Yeah, them man. I'm never on my knees. Pause. You know, them man. It's just crazy.
No,
big up Jords and Elijah. Everyone smash a like. Big up to Philly, man. Big up to Philly. Son will play tonight and get some minutes. Yeah, no doubt about that. Man, like Luke, yo. As his usual one. Are we all engine? Yeah. I don't think so. But look, people, make sure you show some love to Luke, man. Luke had big flip flop in it. That's going to be a conversation soon. Is Luke a flip flop? Because I've heard certain things and I've heard certain things. Luke, you're looking very much like a Havaiana sandal right now. I'm just saying, yeah, looking very much like them Brazilian sandals. But don't listen to Jords. He allowed the lit over Romero in the best 11. This is crazy. You know this combined 11. Yeah, let me get your thoughts on it. Yeah, I'll get it up.
Yeah, let me see this combined, because I was working there. I left as soon as you man started it.
I've been flamed for it, but people aren't realizing that we put together this combined 11, and the last 10 minutes of the show, I was gonna end the show, and I was like, oh shit, let's quickly do a combined 11. So then I've been doing that. And then people just I posted it on Twitter, and all they're going, Jords, how can you let Jords? How can you? I'm just like, bro, I didn't even have much of a say in half of the players. We done votes. There was 5 of us in the team. We just voted. And this is what it ended up being. You know, especially when we've got Sava in here. Sava plays both sides. He's not letting Spurs do Spurs things and us gas up our players. But that's fair to him.
That's not the worst starting 11 I've seen, though. That's not that bad.
I didn't think it was that bad either. I thought like because we done players who could go into the final. This is not including injuries. So
yeah, that's what I assume so, isn't it? Because
Vicario in goal. I think the lit over Romero might be the only bad shout. I would have a Dogi over Mazraoui too. Not gonna lie. I'll put Casemiro and Bruno there. I'm not, because we haven't. They're both better than Bentancur and Sarr, definitely. And then not Bentancur, Bissouma and Sarr. Bentancur had to make it. Right wing, I said that Brennan Johnson should have went in because he scored more goals than any player in both of our attacks. But they're doing Ahmad's better. Ahmad's a better footballer. Rah. So he got in, and obviously Solanke was an obvious choice, and Sonny just went out on the left because Sonny is Sonny, innit?
Yeah. That's not that bad though. I'd probably have Ahmad as well over Brennan, just because even though Brennan has scored more, it's just Ahmad is better, innit? He's just a better footballer. The lit, I'm not too mad at the lit of Romero based on this season alone, because it's only this season. If it's in general, then nah. But this season alone, the lit has been pretty decent, to be fair. And United aren't necessarily a bad defensive team; they just can't score. That's really Man United's problem, fam. They have a dead attack, but their defense is not too bad. they don't really concede that much all the time. Like in terms of the teams down at the bottom of us, they're probably one of the better defensive teams. You know what I'm saying? It's just they got Hoyland up front, who they start over Xerxes. So, like, I mean, you're not going to score and you have Hoyland up front, innit? It's one of them. Mazraoui, I don't know. I haven't watched enough United, but I've heard Mazraoui from Touchline. I've heard enough praises about him. So I wouldn't mind it personally. For this season alone, yeah, that's cool, innit? Because Udoggy's probably been better than Mazraoui recently, but across the whole season. Full season, Mazraoui's fine. Obviously, Van der Ven makes it, no questions asked. I'm assuming, I guess Porro had to start, so you had to put Mazraoui left back.
Yeah, Porro. Do you know what it is? They just said Porro goes right back, Mazraoui left back, and they tried to do a shorting and that, and I was just like, bro, we're not even entertaining.
That's a Luke Shaw, fam. Oh my god,
I'm not even entertaining it.
Luke, are we sure he's overweight, bro? I think he needs to allow himself.
Always overweight. So yeah, man, look, it clearly wasn't that bad of a team, innit? He agrees with me. The team wasn't as bad as many people were making out. I'm reading the chat, bro. Man, he's
about to beef it. I said they're beefing.
The memes are beefing, bro. The memes are beefing. I said, I'm clear up, EJ. No, not the Durag. Hey,
no way.
The memes are beefing.
Oh my god. Nah, we need a Judd in here for this, bro. He would have made a J1. He would have had the free man beefing.
This is too funny, man. Put Dutch Lindelof in a combined starting 11. That's crazy. Man said Werner robbed. I don't know why these guys are mad about the combined 11. We're both shit. Who cares? Big fat J, man. I don't even know why people are mad about it. And then just quickly, who we got here? I'm Andre. On to Europa League final business. Yeah. Because obviously boardroom talks, we know that as much as I tried to get everyone's opinions, that was definitely the J and box office show, which was it comes in the name. It was box office. It was main event, and I don't think me and Jay mind at times just sitting back and watching the fireworks because it was fun. Yeah. It was fun to be a part of. But just for you, E, how confident are you actually feeling going into this? And what are your biggest concerns when you're watching Man United? Obviously, you said that they're a team that don't score goals, so your concern isn't going to be their attack, and most of your concerns may be internally. But yeah, just tell us a bit more about where your head's at going into that final.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a 50-50 game. It's going to be very split down the middle. The only thing that really separates United and Spurs is, I guess, football heritage and shit, which I honestly couldn't give a shit about because it's a one-off game, innit? It's really a one-off game. The whole obviously the club Tottenham don't win trophies, but the players that are playing for Tottenham have won trophies. So it's not really a thing of these men don't know the mentality it takes to win, because our players do. It's just they haven't won for Tottenham, but they've won in other clubs. They've won for their country. So in terms of experience in finals and stuff, like, these men have it, innit? And so do Man United. So everything's pretty much split down the middle for me. It's going to be a 50-50 game. It's just whoever turns up really is going to win the game. That's the main thing, innit? For me, though, the main thing I'm worried about is, as you said, it's more so how we're going to break down Man United, because having three of our three most creative midfielders out is really going to be tough, innit? It's going to be tough to break down the United team that is decent defensively. Like, that is definitely their strongest output, at least in my opinion. And of course, like, we've scored 4 before that. We've scored 3 before that, but that's with having Maddison and players like Kulu and all that in the team. That's not without having Bergvall, Madders, and Kulu all at the same time, with a Son that's still coming back from injury. You know what I'm saying? With a Solanke, who, to be fair, has scored a couple goals, but he's been kind of off form. These men are still beefing in the comments.
Bro, you ain't a doctor.
These men are still beefing. These men are still beefing. I love it, bro. I love it. But yeah, I'm not really, as long as we have our main back four and we've got Bissouma and we've got Bentancur on a double pivot. Not to say I'm not scared of Man United scoring, because you still need to watch out for them. Because when you have Ahmad and Bruno, you can just score off at anything randomly, innit? But I'll be very confident defensively. which is not something I can really say about Tottenham that much. But the problem really is just for me for attacking it. I think we'll be good enough defensively to stop anything. I haven't really got much faith in Garnacho at all to do anything. So everything's really going to be Bruno and Ahmad. That's really it. Midfield is going to obviously be a tough time because they're going to have like, Casemiro and Ugarte probably in the midfield with Bruno. So that's going to be something difficult to handle, pause. But the players should win this. We should win this game. I know we ain't got our 3 guys, but if we have Bergvall for a half, we've got Son for a half, and we've got everyone else, we should win this game, fam. Like, if we don't win this game, then I don't know when we're going to next win a trophy, bro. Because this is the most winnable trophy we've had ever since I've become a Tottenham fan. Like, every time we played in a final, we played against teams better than us. This is the first time where we're on a level playing field with another team. So even though we have the injuries, it's still a 50-50 game. We could still easily go and win the game. So if we can't win this trophy, I don't know what trophy we can win, because how often are we going to go against a team that's worse than us in the final? It's not really going to happen, is it? So
it's very rare that happens for a team at our level.
So we got to win this one. There's no ifs or buts.
We have to, and that, you know what it is? It's only Spurs that you will go into a final with a better team and miss most of your best players going into that final to weaken yourself and make it even more even. So it's obviously unfortunate for how the teams actually played out. But yeah, like you said there, it's the first time we're going in against a team of our level. We should go and get the job done against them. But we got a question in the chat from KJSJ. Have you guys improved from defending set pieces? Because you lot were awful at some point. I do think that we've improved slightly. I do think defensively, once you have Romero, Van der Ven, and some of our stronger defensive players in there, we do look a lot better at defending from set pieces. The one thing I will say, we're just as dangerous going forward on set pieces as Manchester United are. I think the game where we played Manchester United, we almost scored from a few set pieces. And I think 2 of our goals came from set pieces in that particular game in the Carabao Cup with Son obviously scoring direct from one. I think Bentancur got a header from another. So when I look at it, I think the defending set pieces side, we've got better. Vicario's not as vulnerable as he was last season. But what about you, E? Where's your head?
I agree. I think before Vicario went out to injury, we looked horrible, in my opinion, anyway. And then Kinski came in, and Forster had come in first, and then Kinski, and we looked pretty good. And I was like, okay, maybe it's just a Vicario thing. But Vicario's come back, and even though he's not as good as them in terms of in the air and in terms of set piece defending, he does look better than at the start of the season. So I think we've gotten a lot better. But United are just the type of team, innit? Are just coming like Harry Maguire at the back post, bro. Like we already know, fam. These man score set pieces, innit? It's one of them ones, especially a team that, even though Bruno Fernandes, in my opinion, I don't rate him like that. He is a creative player, but he's not De Bruyne, you know what I'm saying? He's not that level. But he can whip a ball in. He can do that.
He can.
So a team like United, they can scum back goals from him. That's the thing about United, bro. Hoyland out here, the ball just bounce off him and go in the back of the net, bro. Like, that's the type of goals these men score in.
He scores bears of them dodgy goals, bro.
You know what I'm saying? They just have dodgy goals in them, bro, because that's the type of attack they have in it. So yeah, we're better than we were 100% in it. So credit to whoever deserves that. But yeah, we're far from, we're far from being amazing, but we are good.
Okay. No. There's no doubt about that. We're decent. I'd say we're decent. Elijah thinks we're good. And on that note, we've just had man like Ashley himself. Man like Kendrick has turned up into the chat with his. I'm letting everyone know now, because people think that I haven't noticed. Mike Oxlong is Ashley rebranded. He got scared, Drake had to put him in his place. Not getting no more label plays or nothing. So he's rebranded. He's trying to come back as a new artist. Yeah, he's not a new personality because it comes up with the same stuff. Why does it matter if you want him? If you want him gone? We didn't even talk about Ange. We've not even mentioned anything about Ange, bro. I don't.
True.
What's he doing? It's not. I don't even know what bro's arguing with himself. He's literally
actually didn't mention the manager. Yeah, we haven't even asked. The question hasn't even been asked yet. No cap.
not spoken once about Ange, because the way that I see it is, bro, Ange, like we've spoken about it so much. People know how both of us feel about Ange. There's no point in us even talking about it. So please, Mike, Ashley, whatever you want to be called nowadays, give it a rest. Give it a rest. But like Henry Fong here says, like and sub to all. Like and sub to myself. Smash a like on the button on this video, because we're only on 35 likes. We've got 87 people still in the building. Can we get this up to 50 likes? It's literally 15 away. Doesn't take a second. Definitely don't cost a thing. So I want to get to 50 before we end. So smash a like button if you haven't already. Mods, do your thing. Just keep running that up in the chat. And then also subscribe to Elijah. We're trying to get Elijah to 2K. We're trying to help Elijah's channel grow. So make sure you're subscribing to him. It is in the name of the video. So it shouldn't really take a second to do that. Sorry, it seemed like it's been removed. It's in the name of the video. It's in the description of the channel. So sub to the boy. But final thoughts with regards to the final. Are Spurs winning? Are Spurs going to win?
I have to delusionally, that's not even a word, but I will be delusional and I will back my team. We've got to win this trophy, man. We've got to win this trophy. We deserve it, fam. Tottenham fans, we deserve this, fam. And you know what? Even for the Ange fans, bro, we all deserve this, bro. Right? We're uniting. Spurs fans, Ange fans, we're uniting for this game. You know, shout out Invert the Wing on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Bring your 100K followers and that as well to the game. We need everyone behind. We need all. Shout out the Liverpool fans as well. I've heard the Liverpool fans want us to win because they don't fuck with United. Yo, we'll take Liverpool fans as well. You know what I'm saying? We all need to brand together so we can beat these shit man in it. We're shit as well, but these men are shit. So we have to win this game, bro. I'm sticking my chest out for the team. No Diddy. We're winning this game, bro.
Yeah, I'm sticking my chest out. I've got my chest on the line. No Diddy, but it's gonna be out everywhere. I think Spurs are winning the final. Spurs are doing the job. Spurs are going to get it done. We're going to beat Manchester United. We're going to dunk on them. I don't think there's any better team to beat in the final this year than a Manchester United team, a team that always chats rubbish. The fact that their fans in Cass and Saeed come on here with the arrogance to say, it's Spurs, we'll get the job done. To give Ange some credit, look at Ange's final record. He doesn't lose many of them. So to bounce on top of that, pause, but we are going to have the confidence, but we've also got the football gods on our side. I've seen Bologna lift the trophy. I've seen Newcastle lift the trophy. Why can't Spurs get one this season? I think it's our time to get it done. Yeah, man, look, we're going to get it done. Final predictions. Spurs to beat Manchester United. But look, I've got something to take you a bit. It's gonna go left. We're going left because it's this show between me and Elijah, innit? Yeah, so it's not always gonna be football. But there was something, and also it's going left because I want you to react to this on SNN. Yeah, I want this to be part of the SNN. Yeah, this little thing that I'm gonna share my screen. Yeah, you don't know where it's gonna go, but you need to just let it play out and understand where it's gonna go. Because I done a stream with Hooks earlier, yeah. And it's wild, isn't it? What Hooks was saying was wild. So I just want you. I needed to. I was gonna do a clip and react to myself. But I thought, hey, look, it's better if I just get E on here and he's gonna make this maybe the main event at the SNN because it's wild, isn't it? It's wild.
Yes.
Email 419. Let me know if you guys can hear it, innit? If you can't hear it,
yeah. Trying to get bank details, talking about I've got $4,000 for
you. But so basically, to give you some context, in fact, Hooks got an email. The subject of the email was I've got something like $4,000 collaboration or something. That was just the subject of the email. OnlyFans. Was it OnlyFans?
We're getting closer. So just a quick one, Joe Blackman. I do think Spurs can beat OnlyFans. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that.
And then he was asking us, what do you think was in the email?
Bro, you have not, right? She beast. So I'm gonna tell you what it is, yeah. Yeah. Someone sent me a unsolicited dick pic.
Oh, that's crazy, bro. That's
Man said Hooks got hooked on the dick pic and that same night, bro.
This isn't even the worst part. No, this isn't even watch what Hook says. This isn't even the worst part. Him just announcing it was bad enough. Yeah,
Wait,
like,
the worst
bro.
part.
Mad.
You're already famous because you see me when you said emails. I was like, oh, let me look at my email. My email ain't got shit in there, bro. No one's ever emailed me.
Bro.
Big up. I'm glad you don't. Word around town, it was Donna Cullen apparently, but hey, ever email or something like that. But clearly, they think you're swinging both ways or something,
Bro. Let me tell you. I welcome back on a Hey, I see the bad. Bad boy, yeah. And the last thing that I'm gonna say on this matter, yeah, is that if I had what that brother had, I wouldn't be sending anybody pictures, bro.
No.
Man said his name is Halftime Hook. We didn't even get halfway through this. It's 10 minutes into the stream. You didn't even get halfway through the stream and he's already been hooked, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. This is a Balotelli early substitution right here, bro. That's what that is.
Said man. It. So much confidence. He's like,
if I had what that brother had, I wouldn't be sending anybody pictures, bro. That's
I can't lie.
This is the full-time meat inspector.
You know the ones where you have like 20 different things run through your head at once, and I generally had so much I could have said at once. Hey, you know what? I'm so happy I'm not working today, bro. This is the first Friday in ages I haven't been working, bro. I'm
half-time hooker. He's doing full-time wood reviews. And
so, Man's doing meat sessions and that, bro. Oh my, yo, that's insanity, bro. Oh my god,
I cooked him. Literally, everyone in the chat was after was like, bro, restart the show. You need to run the intro again because this is getting mad. I don't know what Hooks thought it would be okay to sit there and comment on another man's hood, yeah, and be like, if I had what he had, bro. He should have deleted the email from he knew that there was something mad in there, but he was all like, bro, I will send it to you, you know. I was like, what? You want to see it again?
He has it saved? He has it, bro. He has it bookmarked, bro. Don't tell me I use Outlook as well. Man has a little flag thing on it, bro. So he ain't got to scroll down. He has an email pinned because what's going on?
Hey, my bro Hooks, I can't lie. I had to I'm setting him up in this one, bro. I'm just gonna keep reacting to this. I'm gonna keep throwing this around everywhere.
Every time he's with a gal and he needs some self-confidence, bro, he just has that email ready, fam. He's like, don't worry, I'm gonna be fine, bro.
If I had what he had, he was comparing. Man looked
to the phone. The gal will be ready. He's like, hold on, babe, let me go on Outlook real quick, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that, bro. Man looked at the picture. He dropped his trousers. He's like, oh shit, yeah, let's do a comparison, bro. He's moving crazy.
Bro, he looked at the V and his instant reaction was to compare the size to his, bro. This is insane, bro. It's insane, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm so done. Like, I couldn't believe what Hooks didn't realize. I was like, bro, you can't wire anyone now. Like, you finish yourself. I don't want to see no pauses, no wires from Hooks because I'll clip that little segment of that little 5-second bit and I will run that one every single time. Ryan is mad. Halftime hooker.
I don't even need to make a segment. I'm gonna just intro the segment and play this clip, bro. That's what I'm doing, bro. I don't even need to comment on it, bro. Bro, what the fuck is that?
You've got your next SNN episode. When I heard that, I was like, yeah, I need to tell E about this. E is gonna flame him up. The next SNN episode, yeah, that just needs to be a repeat.
Nah, he has to do a forfeit on Trench Talks, bro. Whether it's shots, whether it's he has to like permanently be like at the bottom of the quiz table. It has to be something, bro. Because that insanity can't go unpunished, bro. No, did he? That shit was crazy.
He does have a forfeit to do on, I think it might be next week's. Either next week's prediction show or the week after that, because that'll be the week after that, sorry, where we confirm who is the loser for the season. So he'll be doing a forfeit for that. We'll make that forfeit as part of this madness that he was getting on, because
nah, KJ, insane. He has to eat Mr. Tom. Oh my, nah, actually, that might actually be a forfeit. If he doesn't like Mr. Tom's, he has to eat one. That's a good forfeit.
Oh no, this was KJ SJ must have come in my chat and said something about nuts or something crazy, and I was like, "Yo, that's a why."
Nah,
and he was like, "Oh, it's a
do you know the
bar."
backstory to it? Do you know
No, I was so confused. I was so confused.
Basically, on my stream, we're watching the Bodo game. Game. Someone in my comments, I forgot about it, but was talking about, because I was talking about how I was hungry because I'd literally come back from work and hopped on stream straight away, innit? So I was like, "Oh, I need to go make some food after this. I'm hungry, innit?" And then someone said, "Oh, you start talking about like chocolate bars or something." No, did he? And everyone's talking about like their favorite chocolate bar, and like we were just like not ranking them, but we're talking about chocolate bars and that. Someone said they fuck with Mr. Tom's, innit? I'm like, hell no, bro. We're not Mr. Tom's, bro. That's just a nut bar, bro. There's no chocolate there, bro. I'm not eating that. I don't fuck with it. So I think KJ was in the stream in it. So I think that's when he came to your stream. I started talking about Mr. Tom.
Yeah, he was saying about Mr. Tom, and then I searched up what Mr. Tom was, and I was like, "Yo, you want man?" That's what, and I was like, "You want man to be eating nuts? Why for that?"
I was saying it's just there's no chocolate. It's just a full nut bar. That's what I literally said. It's
like crazy. It's a mad why. It's a mad why.
Literally, because I called it a full nut bar, the chat just started dying, didn't it? We were all just laughing, and because you were live as well, innit? KJ, I pull out his G. KJ came to his dream and just started talking about nut bars and that.
I was bare. It just took my left because I was bare sitting there like, "What's he on about? What's he on about?" And you know,
it was you, KJ.
It was me, but someone else.
KJ. I was like, KJ just a mastermind, then, bro. He had it ready.
I was in both streams at the same time. Big up to KJ, bro. He's out here masterminding the whole thing. He's out here trying to get the man to react to what he was saying. And now you got EJ and Durag comparing their chopper.
Nah, these lads
Hey, nah. Out here comparing choppers now.
Oh my god.
It's madness. It's absolute madness. I don't know. Do you know what? I couldn't keep this football. You know, I generally couldn't keep the sheets just football because we've had so much football talk. Yeah, but this is funny. People are so.
We need hooks. Yeah, he has to get 2 Mr. Tom bars, and he has to like put them in like a sandwich, and he has to eat both of them at the same time, bro. That's what he's got to do.
Bro. A Mr. Tom sandwich.
You gotta have a Mr. Tom sandwich, double nut,
with
bro.
With some peanut butter in between.
The crunchy as well, bro. He can't have sweet peanut butter either. No water either. He's not allowed a glass of water, bro. He has to eat it dry. No,
this is crazy. Lebo's half-inch.
Hey, nah. Nah,
he definitely didn't check his mirrors, G. And look at Donna Cullen on both of her accounts trying to do up. So it's definitely Donna, bro. Look, Mr. Jords, I swear it wasn't me. I have nothing to do with me. Mr. Jords, please don't spread rumors. Oh Mr. Jords, I'm a girl. Hey, Donna, man, we know it was you, bro. I can't lie, especially after D hears about this D and Dean. You're definitely never
long. That's gonna be long because the first hour and a half, it's gonna be about this, bro.
Yeah. I already told Hooks he's finished. He's finished. I'm gonna mention this on Trench Talks and he's done. But also, Donna, you've got no chance of coming back onto Fams on TV. They're never gonna invite you back after they hear that you might have been sending these pics.
I
think D or Dean would kill you if they if someone said them, they open up their email or something like that, their head would be on Mars.
Their head would be gone.
They would be going crazy. I reckon they'd start a stream straight away, be like, "Who the fuck sent me a picture, bro?" Nah, you man.
No. That's going straight onto YouTube, bro. That's going straight onto YouTube.
Someone
Bro,
is
these
conspiring
scam,
against me. Yeah.
bro, these scam emails are insane, bro. I can't
No,
like
KJ, Catch already saw. Catch was in the stream live. Unfortunately, we told Catch to go watch. So Catch saw it live. The front minister is not happy still.
oh, is that what it was? Because I joined the stream. I didn't comment, but I joined the stream and I saw Catch saying I'm gonna have to rewind, didn't it?
Yeah. That's
Is that what
exactly
it was
what
about?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have
I was
mercy.
going, you
Bro.
need to rewatch, bro. Like you have to watch what
Ah,
this
that's
guy was doing at
insane.
the start of the stream. Like,
Oh
going mad.
Nah, that's insane.
Going mad. But yeah, people, look, on that note, big up to everyone that's been tuned in. We're not on 50 likes yet, which is highly disappointing. I'm not gonna lie,
Damn.
highly disappointing. We should be on 50. So look, if you've had a laugh today, if you've had a laugh in the stream at least once, make sure you smash the like button on your way out. Let's check who's live real quick. Let's see who's live, who we can redirect to. But in the meantime, Eve, you got any lives today? You said you're free today, so you doing any lives? You doing any videos? Anything dropping?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna record because I don't really have. It's been exam week for me, so I've just been busy. I haven't even had time to record nothing. I've just been dealing with like changing my work schedule, doing exams. So I might record today. I don't know if I'm gonna stream the Aston Villa game. Part of me wants to, but at the same time, it's like I don't really want to. At the same time, I'd rather
Friday
just
night
relax.
at 8. On this,
Yeah, I'd rather just.
they're
relax.
gonna end to vote the stream at half time again. There's no point.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna be, fam. Like they're gonna tell I can't be asked in there and they'll be like, you know what, like, don't even bother. So I might just let it go. I might do like a late night stream maybe if I feel like it. But yeah, man, just probably recording it, try and get back on the videos.
No, first, make sure, bro. Make sure you get back on the videos. Even me, man. I've got plenty of videos in coming out literally this weekend, today, tomorrow, every day leading into the final and probably after. I'd say for the next 10 days, I'll have a video coming out every day, people, because I'm in that content groove. So just keep a lookout. There'll definitely be either a clip or a reaction or there'll be something to look out for. So keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, if you guys can drop a DRD raid, a Durag Diaries raid into the chat with a man like Nick, we're gonna send you guys over to Nick Football Club and slap a DRD raid in the Durag raid. Or if you are Jun, he loves to say Durag Diddy raid, which is kind of crazy, but that's my guy. So, make sure you drop that in Nick's stream. Let him know where you came from. And
you're not gonna finish with you. We'll see next stream.
These men are funny. The beef doesn't stop. You got Henry Fong. You've got you. So we got subsidiaries of Henry Fright TV. We got Elijah. You've got me. Who else? I need to start seeing more of these just popping around. I used to have more of them show up. There was like I swear there was like Cass's girlfriend or something like that. Monty's
oh
sock.
shit!
There was like these random thing that people would make up. I ain't seen them for a while, but what, Donna? You've lost your mind, bro. What? On that note, Durag Diaries. Until next time, people. Peace.
In a bit.